Fridays mean Unplugged on 702.
This is so exciting. 702 Unplugged on this Friday. I'm such a huge fan, and I still remember the first time that I listened to you perform live on 702 Unplugged with Azania Mosaka.
Yes.
And I was sitting in the car because I just had caught onto your album, and I remember thinking, what a cool cover. She's just so cool. And I listened to Love, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm listening to this over and over and over, and you performed it, and I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan of your work and your music and just what you're doing with the genres. The fact that you went from a TV show and just did your own thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I'm a follower of your work as well. I think we've kind of spoken about this offline. I'm actually a huge fan of what it is that you do. I think your journalism is top tier. And I'm just honored to be here with you. Honored to be just having a conversation, enjoying some music.
So let's talk about your songwriting process. There's so much going on. Just now we were talking about how the month of February has been. It's been heavy, it's been dark. Do you draw majority of information from the difficult things as part of your healing, or do you draw your inspiration from the light? The sun is shining, let me write about the birds that are singing.
Well, firstly, February is my birthday month.
Yes.
And I was very, adamant about having a good birthday month. This is like the last year of my 20s. Next year I'm turning 30.
Oh, babes,
so
come
I was like,
to
I
the
want to
dirty
come
30s.
With I'm excited for the dirty 30s, but I just wanted to really just come with a mindset of just excitement about the year, excitement about life, and there has been a lot of very, very sad, unfortunate things that have been happening in this month. And if it hasn't been happening this year, it was happening the year before. So it really is just trying to find a happy pill out of everything that's happening. And when it comes to writing, I think for me, I live as an observer of life, as a person who experiences life and who's able to write from those experiences. So I think the polarity of the good and the bad is what then comes into the work that happens. I don't think it's just the sun and the skies and the birds chirping, and I don't think it's just the dark clouds either. But I think it's the all-encompassing experience of being human that allows me to then be creative and draw from that and allow myself to be a vessel for the messages in my music.
Talk to us about your second offering and how your approach was different to what you did with the first one.
So with the first offering, a lot of the music was written via piano because I play piano as well. A lot of it was piano based. It was really just trying to have this body of work that is all encompassing of what I can do and what I can put in the world. 23 tracks. And then with this
it's a lot. In this day and age, like 23 is...
It's a lot.
That could have been 3 separate projects.
It literally could have. I wish I thought of that. I actually wish I made it 3 EPs.
Girl, you're doing too much.
But I think I also live to do too much.
Yes.
I live to do too much. So with the sophomore album, Inganegwane, it was inspired by a song called Inganegwane, which is in my debut project, and it was really just trying to celebrate the human experience, celebrate the Black experience, and write songs in my mother tongue and find confidence in that because I didn't have that prior to those songs. But I was listening to a lot of artists, Abomambusi Mhlongo, Omar Sangare, a lot of musicians from Mali actually, and that made me feel like, wow, I don't know a word that they're saying, but I can feel what it is that they're saying, and I have a body reaction and an understanding of what they're saying. So that gave me the confidence to, go into that world of Inganegwane, and it's been liberating.
Why is the language part important? Because, I'm just thinking even right now, obviously with Keenan's memorial going to be starting quite soon, one of his concerns when he started out in the business was, I want to be a rapper, but I'm worried I can't speak vernacular. Why is it so important to you? Because on the one hand, you've got the South African market that wants to hear our languages, but you didn't hold back in expressing yourself in English.
Yes.
So why did it matter to you now?
It mattered to me to write Zulu songs because that happens to be my mother tongue, as a way of celebrating the way that we speak, and knowing that I'm not the first person to speak my mother tongue. There are those before me and those before them and those before them. So it was kind of getting that memory from my lineage and my ancestry and where I come from. And for me, it was about celebrating being a Zulu speaker, but also kind of encouraging all of us in this day and age to go back into our language. So whether you speak Venda, whether you speak Pedi, whether you speak Swati, to kind of just have this re-emergence of excitement about our identity, where we question where we fit in all of that, where we are excited about expressing ourselves in that. And I wanted people that raised me to understand what I am saying. Like Oko, you know, the people who raised me, my community. I wanted something that was closer to the ground in order to impact people and not have a message that's just floating above, but that's for us and by us.
How difficult was it releasing this project during COVID, where suddenly, you know, usually the rollout is you go through the process of the writing, you record, the project is done, you announce it's going to come out, and you're excited that, once it's out, sizoba busy. And then...
that moment, right?
Yes.
So when we recorded Inganegwane, it was actually the top of 2019. So there was no idea of anything of a pandemic. There was nothing of the sort. But when we came to realize with myself and team that we would be releasing at that time, a part of me was disappointed because I felt like there was a reimagining of who I was and who I was trying to share and the messages that I felt to be important for people to hear. But at the same time, I think I've realized that there's this cosmic way about life where the universe just kind of has things come out at the time that they're supposed to. And when you think of a lot of artists who released around that time, you're talking about Abo Buhlabendalo, Sibusile Xaba, a lot of the message in the music, it's almost like we were speaking with each other and we were having panel discussions because it was a common thread. You know, it was all about celebrating.
I never thought of it that way. Now that you mentioned it, I'm like, you are so right.
It literally was a time where we were celebrating our blackness, we were celebrating being queer, we were celebrating being women. We were kind of going into all these marginalized groups of people and communities and bringing life into that through music. So to have been a part of that, I don't think there could have been a better time.
Okay, speaking of music, I want to hear my song.
Yes.
I want to hear my song. Head over to the Facebook page for 702 and you can watch Zoe Modiga performing live in studio, and we'll do just that when we come back. Live in studio, head over to our Facebook page on 702. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Modiga.
Sanbonani, it is so lovely to be with you today. We're going to be doing a very acoustic, laid-back version of these songs, and we're happy to be visiting 702. Let's have some fun with it. At least, woo! So dope. That was Love Yahweh, the first single that I ever released on my debut album, Yellow the Novel. And the next one is a song that I think is so relevant just to the kind of month we've been having. Reminded that we are not by ourselves, we're not alone. There is joy, there is beauty. This is Alone.
I'm not alone.
Alone's not my home.
This is the thing, the thing. I'll let it sink in. Though I'm on the brink of believing what I think, but don't wanna think, no. So many faces, but the whole wide world feels fast asleep, while my little paper cut runs skin deep. So many faces, but the whole wide world feels fast asleep, while my little paper cut runs skin deep. Oh, I'm not alone. The lie is a nuisance, plucking at my feelings, taking its chance and having a blast at my expense. I'm not alone. The lie is a nuisance, plucking at my feelings, taking its chance and having a blast at my expense. I'm not alone. 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 You're not alone. We're not alone. No, yeah. I'm not alone. You're not alone. I'm not alone. The lie is a nuisance, plucking at my feelings, taking its chance and having a blast. I'm alone, it's not my home. I'm just home on my own. Hey, and just when we remember that we're not alone, thank you. I see a lot of hands clapping in the studio. You might not hear them, but I see them. This last one is called Isegazini. Everything that we need is in our DNA. Ngicela ningizwe kahle, ngifuna ukushintsha umhlaba. And that's Kurt on the keys. Ngicela ningizwe kahle, ngifuna ukushintsha umhlaba.
control mo ngwaneng. E reng performance stamina mo ngwaneng. Earring, guys, you actually don't understand the work it takes to hold those notes the way you are carrying. Zoe
to them.
Modiga, that
Not for the people at
diaphragm
the
needs
back.
an award. I love you. I love your work. There's never enough time.
Thank you so much for having us. And this was Kurt on the keyboards. And thank you so much for having us. It was so beautiful to be with you and to serenade you and everyone that's listening, wherever they are.
Guys, choose the right careers. Thank you.
Fridays mean Unplugged on 702.